of apps, or at least one. I think there's two apps now that will direct people to restaurants that do not use seed oils. And
Really?
unfortunately, Eric, I don't know the name of those
Okay.
apps. Um,
I'll find them
but
and put them in the description.
yeah, those would be excellent for people to find some of those restaurants. There's precious few restaurants that don't use seed oils, but they are learning this from us. They're getting it from people like me and you.
So I guess I didn't know this, but you clarified something. In the fat cell, there's a lot of saturated fat, there's cholesterol. I did not know that these polyunsaturated fats went into the fat cells, and I didn't know that we can actually even burn them. I guess
Mm-hmm.
we can, but with a package, with a price to pay.
Yes, yes.
Wow.
I mean, ultimately, with these fats from the omega-6 and omega-3, they're meant to be in very specific places in our body. But if you just eat them in overload, which we do when we're consuming seed oils, they do, as I mentioned, they accumulate in our body fat and in our cell membranes and intermitochondrial membranes. They're accumulating everywhere that you have fat in proportion to the amount that you ate. And the half-life of these fatty acids in your body is 600 to 680 days. So you can round it off, it's about 2 years. So when people quit consuming vegetable oils, it will take about 3 years to get those entirely out of your body. That's how long it'll take.
Well, you're
You'll
talking
notice
maybe
a lot
3 years before it turns into half of what it was, right?
Well, incredibly, yeah. Because of pharmacology, I was under the impression when I first learned this that it would take 5 half-lives to get them out of your body. But there is a paper that showed that if you do all the math, the authors figured this out. This was decades ago. They figured out that you can overturn all of your fatty acids in 3 years, even though the half-life is 600 to 680 days of these fatty acids. So that's kind of good and bad news. The good news is that you'll eventually get there. The bad news is it might take you 3 years, to completely get your fats in your body down to ancestral levels, was what I call it, because they're extremely high today.